Hi, it's me Jacqueline. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to the channel, then please subscribe my channel and visit my Patreon page, link in the description.
The three of us, Mom, my older sister Becky, and I sat at the kitchen table eating dinner, hot dogs, baked beans, and macaroni and cheese. Mom started playing her favorite game of 20 questions. How was school? What did you do? Did you get any grades back? Do you have homework? Have you made any new friends? Every night she asked the same endless stream of questions with no pause for me to answer. Not having a chance to answer was fine because I did not want to tell her that school sucks and I have no friends. Kids in school know what I am, and they let me know. I'm trailer park trash. I live in a trailer park next to the railroad tracks. Nobody wants to be friends with trailer park trash. I would never tell Mom that. She works hard and she wants to do better for us. She do not always understand because she did not come from poor. She fell into poor. I believe the reasons we cram around the kitchen table for dinner is so we are more like the normal families who live in houses with dining rooms. Becky interrupted, Mom, in home economics class we are doing sewing. That's great, dear. Do you want to know what I'm going to make? Sure. I'm making a prom dress. We can't afford that. A prom dress is costly. I know it could be expensive, but I think I will be asked to the junior prom. You're only a freshman. Yeah, but if your date is a junior, you can go. Mom quit her game of 20 questions with me to play with Becky. Who's the boy? Where does he live? Why would a junior be asking a freshman to the prom? I could answer that one. Because Becky has a reputation, boys who date Becky don't need to spank the monkey. She likes to lick the love handle, suck the sausage, and do the deed. There is a reason the boys nicknamed her Bobbing Becky. Sewing my prom dress will save you money. You won't have to buy me one. I'm not sure I like you going out with older boys. Please, please, please. I wondered if her date would have to say please 3 times or just undo his zipper. You can make the dress, but pick a simple pattern with inexpensive fabric. But I'm not saying yes to you going to the prom. I would like to meet this boy before I say yes. Thanks, Mom. You're the best. His name is James Smith. I think you already met him. Becky took a bite of her hot dog. I'm not saying this boy is, but sometimes older boys prey on younger girls so they can. Mom glanced at me. She had my full attention. I liked watching Becky squirm. Well, just don't do anything you shouldn't. Mom. Becky did a great job on the sweet girl act. I saw an opportunity to have fun. What shouldn't she do? Mom looked at me, then at Becky. She focused her attention back on me. I picked up my hot dog. I didn't lift it to my mouth. I held it just above the plate. And then I bent over and slid my mouth down the bun. I wanted to see how they handled the visual clue. Becky glared at me. I know she wanted to call me an asshole. I had half the hot dog in my mouth when Becky kicked me in the shin. I jerked, causing me to gag on the hot dog, which I coughed it into my plate, my food going all over the table. Bobby. Mom scolded me. How many times have I told you not to stuff your mouth full of food? Still coughing a bit, I eyed Becky. You're going to clean the mess you made. I'm sorry, Mom. Mom, since Bobby has to clean the mess he made, can you take me shopping for fabric and a pattern? I didn't plan on doing that tonight. Can it wait? Becky slumped in the chair, I guess. It's just that a prom dress could take me some time to sew, but if you're too busy, I understand. I just wanted to do my best and get a good grade. Becky was good at making Mom feel guilty. What about your homework? Is it all done? I asked. Is your homework done? Mom asked Becky. All except math, but that won't take me long. Mom looked at me. What about you? Is your homework done? All done, I answered with pride. Good boy. Since Bobby is done with his homework, he can do the dishes, Becky stated. You can do your homework while I clean. I wanted to flip her off. That is a good idea, Mom said, standing up. Becky gave me a dirty look. Will you take me shopping after I'm done with my homework, please? First get your homework done, and then I'll see. I cleaned while Becky went to her room to do her homework, and Mom took a load of laundry over to the laundry house. Hey dweeb, where's Mom? I ignored her. Where's Mom? She asked louder. I shrugged. She left. What? Where did she go? She promised. Just then, Mom walked in carrying the empty laundry basket. You're an ass, Becky told me. What was that? Mom asked. I'm done with my homework. Can we go now? I just put a load in the washer. I could see that Becky didn't like hearing that. When she looked at me, I smiled. She didn't always have get her way. It was obvious that she was aggravated. But Becky hated to lose. Since Bobby has his homework done, he can take care of the laundry. We can go later. Mom avoided being referee. You promised. I finished my homework like you asked. Mom took a deep breath before looking at me. I didn't say anything. I shrugged, whatever. Okay. Mom set the empty basket on the sofa. Bobby will need to check the machine in 20 minutes. Here are the 2 quarters for the dryer. She set the quarters on the counter. Turn the dial to medium heat. Sure, Mom, as soon as I'm done with the dishes. I'm sorry, Bobby, we won't be long. And don't forget. Becky felt the need to add her supposed authority. Mom grabbed the car keys. We should be back in an hour. If not, you will have to get the clothes out of the dryer, but we should be back. After washing the dishes, I watched television. I waited past the 20 minutes, hoping they would return. Reluctantly, I took care of the laundry. It was embarrassing to unload the washer, as the load of laundry was Mom's and Becky's undergarments. I was thankful that no one else was in the laundry house. I waited an hour for them to return before going back to retrieve their underwear from the dryer. I felt like a pervert sneaking into the laundry house to collect their delicates. Mom and Becky were gone for close to 2 hours before they finally returned. They walked in all happy and joking. As usual, Becky got way. That took longer than you said, I whined. I'm sorry. I really thought we would be home sooner. Quit whining. It's not like you had any plans, Becky retorted, then added, did you remember to get the laundry, or is it still sitting in the washer? I took care of the laundry after I finished washing the dishes and cleaning the kitchen while you were shopping. She is such a princess, lazy ass. Thank you, Bobby. You're a good son. So what did you do with it? You probably didn't fold or put it away. Becky. Mom obviously didn't like her tone. I put the basket on your bed for you to fold. That figures. Becky pushed by me. That is enough. Apologize to your brother. Apologize. Becky stood with her mouth agape. What for? He's the one. Apologies now and then go take care of the laundry. Mom held her hand up to ward off any rebuffs. No. Sorry, thinking what a dweeb. Becky carried her packages back to her bedroom. When she saw the basket of lingerie, she was glad that the little dweeb had not touched her things. As she folded and piled the lingerie, a wicked thought came to her. She was going to have fun with the little dweeb, soon to be pervert. Becky felt the need to tarnish the halo on Mom's little angel. 2 days had passed. Becky could not wait any longer. She went to her mother to ask for a dress form and to plant the seed. She was going to enjoy watching her little scheme grow and her brother squirm. Mom, I need a dress form to sew my dress. We don't have one, dear. Can you buy me one? I don't know. They're expensive. Maybe somebody at work has one I could borrow. That will work. Thanks, Mom. Becky stood in silence for a second, then asked the question, Mom, have you seen the pink shapewear and undergarments set that you bought me last month? You know, the one with lace trim. It's not in your drawer? No, I thought they would have been washed, but they weren't in the basket the other night, Becky stated. Mrs. Streichler thought about the other night. She remembered putting the set in the washer. They just can't disappear? I'm sure they will show up. Becky walked away smiling, visualizing Bobby pleading to be believed. The next day, Mrs. Streichler went into Bobby's bedroom. The disappearance of the undershorts and shapewear nagged at her. She was positive that she put them in the washer. If Becky had not folded them, then Bobby had lost them or he. She didn't want to think that, but the thought had been troubling her all day. She would have never contemplated Bobby taking the undershorts except the way he slid the hot dog in his mouth. When she saw him slide his mouth over the hot dog like he was taking a cock in his mouth, she had been shocked and horrified. Now Becky was missing undershorts. She started her search of Bobby's bedroom in his drawers. After she found nothing there, she looked in the closet. The room was tiny. There were not many places to hide something. She looked at the bed. She slid her hand between the mattresses. She froze when her hand came across the undershorts. She reached in and pulled out the pink shapewear and undergarments. She flopped on Bobby's bed, holding the lingerie in her hand. She sat there staring at them. She had hoped that she would not find them. Now that she had, she was unsure what she should do next. She wondered how it was possible. Her baby was only 12. He was too young to be gay. That night, Mrs. Streichler called her older sister Monica. She had always wished and hoped that Bobby and Becky would have the relationship that she and her sister had growing up. They were best friends growing up. They didn't bicker constantly like Bobby and Becky. "Hi, sis." "Hi." Monica was glad to hear from her little sister. Linda started the conversation with the small talk and the basic events of the family. She was hesitant to mention Bobby and the undershorts. Monica knew when her little sister was bothered by something. Linda was glad that she was asked what was wrong. She told her older sister about finding the lingerie under her son's mattress. She told her about how sometimes she thought Becky was in her things. Now she was wondering if it was Bobby. The two spoke for some time. "What do you think I should do?" Linda asked. "It could just be a phase. That is what I am hoping." "Have you talked to him?" "Not yet. That is why I called, to get your opinion and advice. I watched a show about boys who like to wear girls' clothes. It isn't that uncommon. It wasn't that guy in the morning with the weird people. No, it was that doctor guy in the afternoon." "Oh, he is good. I like him." "What did he have to say?" "Be supportive. It is very important that Bobby knows he is loved." "Thanks, sis. I knew you would help." They talked for a few more minutes before hanging up. She loved her son, and he should know that. She wondered, did he? He had been quiet and withdrawn lately. She had worried that he was becoming depressed. That night, Mrs. Streichler came to a resolution. Her only concern was how Becky would react. Becky was surprised by her mom's suggestion that Bobby should be her dress form. She did not want him near any of her stuff, let alone her prom dress. She was certain that her mother did not try very hard to borrow a dress form. She was about to complain when her mother produced the pink shapewear and undergarments set. Becky did an excellent job of acting shocked when Mrs. Streichler explained where she found the lingerie. Becky understood what her mother was doing. She wanted to laugh. This was better than she had hoped. "Do you think he is gay?" Becky asked. She had always thought him queer, but not in that way. "I don't know." Mrs. Streichler tried not to sound negative. "Well, if he wants the undergarments and shapewear, he can have them." Becky started thinking of other things she could get him to wear. Mrs. Streichler hugged Becky. Bobby is lucky to have such an understanding and loving sister.
Please subscribe for the next part and visit my Patreon page for early access.